Look, let's face it, if you're not at the top of Google for the services you provide as a contractor in your local area, well, basically, you're out of luck when generating leads organically online. But what if I showed you a different method that I see a lot of people using, except the contractors will actually need those leads? Let me show you a strategy that you can implement for the services you provide and specific niches that you provide in your local area that your competition is not even thinking about. Let me show you what it is. What up there, guys? Izzy here once again with Do It Yourself SEO, where I help contractors, home service businesses understand search engine optimization and how to use it to help them get more leads for their business. And on this video, I'm going to start talking about the whole industry of search engine optimization and digital marketing. So let's say that you are a landscaping contractor in San Jose, California. That's a very, very popular area, very, very big, and I'm sure there's a ton of competition. And in these days, as I'm seeing not landscapers, but just contractors in general, they're starting to understand this digital marketing industry, the landscape of it, the whole thing. They're starting to hire out digital marketing agencies. They're doing all of that stuff, and they're just getting the whole concept of making sure you get a Google guarantee, making sure you're creating a Google Ads campaign, making sure you have your Google listing profile set up properly, make sure it's optimized completely, make sure you have a fully functional, badass looking website with a lot of service pages, a lot of services you provide, SEO optimized to the T so that you can get found on the search results when somebody types in landscaping contractor in San Jose. And as time goes on and more of these bigger budgeted companies that are understanding it and have deep pockets for advertising, they're the ones that are going to be gobbling up all that digital space sooner or later and just kind of wiping out some of the smaller guys that maybe have some online presence, but eventually they're going to be overtaken because they're spending so much more money on the ads, SEO, and all of that stuff. That's what I see in the future for all this online stuff. But there is a method that, like I said, I've been talking about it lately, where contractors could take advantage of certain niches, certain areas, certain things that a lot of people not even in the home services industry are creating these lead generating websites, digital storefronts, um, lead capture pages, whatever you might want to call them. They're not even in the industry creating these websites and generating those leads and then selling them off to contractors when the contractors who know the industry more, know the area more, know which services are better, can do a lot better job of it if they learn how to do this on their own or hire somebody else to build basically those niches and these websites for them to target specific niches and services that they already provide in certain areas where nobody's even thinking about creating these niches. So also I'm taking a look at some of these websites that are ranking on Google, right? Landscape contractors. And like I said, they all pretty much do the same stuff. They do hardscapes like retaining walls, pavers, fences, uh, fireplaces, all new landscaping, synthetic lawns, artificial turf, putting greens, all sorts of different things that they provide as part of their landscaping contractor services. And one of the things that you could take advantage of is by creating niches, specific websites for specific service that you already provide and target it in a city where there's no competition in order to make that happen. So just take a look, for example, in this one here. I was taking a look at, landscape services, lighting, sod, irrigation, hardscape, artificial turf. So what's to stop this contractor from building a website that says San Jose Artificial Turf Installer.com? They go out and purchase that domain address, purchase that hosting for that website, and structure a website with their same logo, with their same information, with their regular their pictures of jobs they've done in the past, with their testimonials that they have, and embed all of that into this new website and structure it just for San Jose, or take it a step further and niche it down to a smaller town. For example, you got this humongous town of San Jose, California, right? But you have a ton of these smaller cities in different little areas. Like let's say Sunnyvale, or let's take a look at Mountain View, right? Look, I don't know the industry. I don't know the landscaping business out there. I don't know anything about it, but the contractor there does, right? The contractor in San Jose, the landscaping contractor, he knows all this stuff, right? He knows what people are looking for. We know what he knows what makes them the most money. He knows everything. He knows the areas where these types of searches are found. I mean, where people need these types of services more, right? So let's say there you do a lot of jobs and you notice there's a lot of people in Mountain View, California, I think 10, 15, 20 miles away from San Jose. Well, a lot of people need artificial turf, artificial grass, that sort of thing. What's to stop you from buying the domain name artificial turf, mountainviewcalifornia.com? You build a website specific for that specific search in that specific town. And don't even worry about creating a Google business profile. Don't worry about any of that stuff. Build it out, structure out perfectly, create this lead gen website for that specific service. And with time, your website will pop up here on the search results for that specific search in that specific area. Let's say you do putting greens, right? Putting greens. That's something that just came up the top of my head, right? Putting greens in San Jose. What's to stop you from, there you go, precision putting greens. Look at this. I don't know if somebody built this website, but it's a pretty crappy website. But you could see that somebody's built this website to generate a lead for putting green installation or whatever in San Jose. What's to stop you, the contractor, from buying another domain, putting greens San Jose, putting greens Gilroy, putting greens Mountain View, California? Depending on you, like I say, the industry better than I would, than some freaking nerd online trying to build these websites up. You know the industry a lot better. If you knew you could get leads for putting greens or synthetic lawn installation in these cities, buy the domain name, fix it all up, and structure your website accordingly. So, for example, that one I was talking about, Mountain View, right? Mountain View, California. If I typed in synthetic grass installation, Morgan Hill. Oh, I said Mountain View for Morgan Hill, California, right? Using my template, my design, right? You pop in your logo, you buy that domain, and then you structure it accordingly. But synthetic lawn or synthetic grass installation in Morgan Hill, California. We provide synthetic lawn installation in Morgan Hill and the surrounding areas. We're badass at what we do. Call us now. And you structure the website just like you would if it was a real legitimate business website, but it's basically a lead generating website for your business. You structure everything accordingly, just like that. Put in some of the services you provide, putting greens, backyard, front yard, whatever it is that you do. But the theme of that website is synthetic lawn installation in Morgan Hill, California. Once you set it all up, once you structure it all out, create it like a real website, about page, contact page. If you have some services, you could add 3 or 4 service pages to basically further tell the search engine that you're in authority for that search term, which is synthetic lawn installation in Morgan Hill, California. Build it out, leave it be, because there is no competition. Nobody else has built this website for this specific search. With time, it'll start climbing in the ranks, and eventually just be at the top of the search results, sometimes popping up in front of the Google map listing, sometimes underneath. Doesn't matter. You're going to get a trickle of those leads coming into your business. Now, let's say that landscaper were to keep doing that, right? And built another 2 websites for 2 more cities, right? What if that landscaper found out that there is a lot of demand for outdoor fireplace builders or something to that extent? What's to stop that contractor, again, from building another lead generating website for a fireplace installation in Morgan Hill, right? Morgan Hill, California, right? Probably 20,000 people there. Who knows? Nope, 44,000 people, right? And what was to stop, if there's a demand for it, right? What's to stop somebody from building this website, structure it, perfectly SEO optimize that website so that it can start to show up here at the top of the search results for that specific search? There's nothing stopping that contractor from making that happen. And that's one way to create a network of lead generating websites. So let's say a contractor had, like I said, a landscaping contractor had 10 websites out there, maybe 4 websites for synthetic lawn installation, 4 websites for fireplace installation in certain areas, maybe 2 more pages for some other service, fence repair, or whatever it might be. And they have a series of 10 websites out there. Even if each website only got them 2 rock solid leads per month, You have 10 websites. You're going to get 20 rock solid leads coming your way. And not only that, if you're building these websites in that method, what you're doing is you're creating a brand awareness too, because you're going to all the websites that you create out there, yeah, they're all going to have domain names that are different phone numbers as a way to create tracking numbers, so you know which websites are doing well for you, which ones are generating leads for you. But they're all different websites with different domains, but you're still the same business. It's still the same business owner with the same brand, the same reviews embedded into your website, just like that. And all of it's all going to your main business, your main phone number. Everything's just a strategic way to use search engine optimization that nobody else is doing. While everybody's involved in that bloodbath of knocking each other around for the search term landscaping San Jose, landscaping contractor San Jose. Everybody's spending thousands of dollars. Everybody's spending thousands on Google ads. Everybody's fighting for Google ad reviews. I'm sorry, for the Google listing reviews. Everybody's just beating the hell out of each other to get to the top. You're out there on the outskirts of town. You have these niche specific websites in certain little areas, all generating you leads while everybody else beating the hell out of each other. This is a method I think is a great method that will work. And the reason I know this works is because I see lead gen websites every single day. I was just talking to a contractor who was in the Bay Area who does repairs and all kinds of things like that. And he said one of the biggest things that makes him money is doing stucco repair. And I'm like, dude, why don't you just build a website for stucco repair? And this is exactly what we did, right? I looked real quick, stucco repair in Concord, right? He lived in Concord. And one of the first things I saw, I just knew right there because it was the WordPress logo. Somebody built this website, and it's 100% just from looking at it, it's a lead generating website. And somebody who's not even in the industry, somebody who doesn't know jack shit about stucco, and doesn't even live in the area, built this website, and it's probably generating leads and trying to sell them to a contractor. And again, what was to stop that contractor from buying this domain name, right? And structuring this website, maybe hiring somebody, hiring a guy like me who could do all this stuff, and structuring this website, get it all dialed in, let it be, and let it climb on the search results. And you could tell, I don't know if this is connected to it. Yep, this is listing right here. It's probably fake. Just a matter of time for Google figures it out and knocks it off the listings here. But there you go. It's generating leads. With the lead generator, there's no reason the contractor can't do this for themselves or hire somebody who could build these things for them. And then after a while, once you have these set up, all you have to do is pay for the renewing the domain name and the hosting, and that can range from $100 to $200 a year, depending on where you get your website set up. But even if this website, if I remember talking to the guy, he said, each job is $700 to $1,000 for the repair and huge profit margins. There you go. All you need is one lead for the whole year and just pay off this whole damn website. So this is a strategy that I am going to start implementing as I move forward. I still would recommend, like I said, still ranking in the map listing, still ranking your website in your area, that sort of thing. This is just another strategy that I, as a contractor, would start implementing more of these lead gen sites in specific niches and specific towns and specific locations where I do these services, and build them out and build as many as possible for the services I provide, to start generating leads in a different way that nobody else is even thinking about doing, and just beat out your competition that way. This is the only other alternative is using Google ads. And Google ads, even though they work and they absolutely kick ass, the price on them are going higher and higher and higher and higher because so many more people are getting involved. So many more contractors understand this SEO and getting found digitally online. So you, as the contractor, have to start thinking ahead of what's coming in the future with all this digital marketing and getting your business found out online, and start thinking of strategic ways to make that happen, clever ways, and ways that nobody else is even thinking about doing their business. So that's all I wanted to share with you guys today. If you guys want help with implementing one of these local lead generating websites for your business, I'd be more than happy to show you how to do that. I could help you build that out. I am working on a course to show people how to do this for themselves. But in the meantime, I know some contractors are very, very busy, and it's just sometimes just better just to pay somebody to get this done, get it done with, and get it over with, and be done with it. So all that information is here in the description below, and that's all I got for you guys today. Until next time.